T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video presents the Orlin Cohen High School Football Game of the Week. Today it's a first-round playoff matchup in Suffolk County Division I as the Arrows of Sachem North High School host the Wildcats of Walt Whitman High School. Hi everyone, and welcome to Fred Fusaro Field here at Sachem North High School for our first-round playoff high school game of the week. My name is Mike Trezza, joined by former Belmore Kennedy coach Nick Martone. And Nick, we talk about these two teams really being mirror images of one another, especially on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see two forms of a spread offense. We see a lot of spread, of course, throughout the county, throughout the island, and it's going to come down to which of these two offenses executes a little bit better and really holds on to the football and doesn't turn it over.
You take a look at Walt Whitman's roster on your screen. The player that makes them go is the quarterback. He's a senior. He's a lefty, number 1, Jaden Taylor.
Yeah, been real impressed with Taylor, watching him on film this week. Has some real excellent touch on the football. They're certainly happy to have him healthy 100% for tonight. The offense is going to run through him.
And, of course, for Sachem North, their quarterback also missed a little time earlier in the year, but he's back under center, looking to spread that ball around to some talented players in the backfield as well as outside. And that, of course, is the senior, number 12, Anthony Vino.
Yeah, Sachem's done a pretty good job, too, spreading the football around. An excellent back in Singleton back there as well. But Vino, the last time we were here, wasn't playing. Sachem, too, very happy to have their quarterback back at the helm leading this offense.
Taking a quick look at the coaching matchup for Walt Whitman, the visitors, Robin Rosa, and for Sachem North, it is Dave Caputo. Taking a quick look at our officiating staff, as you see Vino warming up on your screen, our referee Mike Stein, umpire Matt O'Brien, head linesman Don Bonacorsa, line judge Peter Scotto, back judge Paul Margraf.
On the kick for the Flaming Arrows, number 25, Zach DeMille.
Last time these two teams got together, Mike, it was week 5 at Whitman High School and played to a 17-7 Whitman win. Big advantage for Whitman in that game on the turnover battle. 4-0, which had a huge impact on the outcome.
Zach DeMilt is the kicker. He's ready. He tees it up. He sends a line drive through the end zone, and we are underway for this playoff game.
Yeah, this has been, when it comes to the kick game, very impressive to see these two kickers, DeMilt and Menino for Sachem. Very reliable in the kick game. I don't think that either one has missed an extra point all year, and they've kicked a few field goals. Menino, I think, has kicked about 4 field goals, 40-plus yards. So it's been very impressive to see these two guys and what they've been able to do as a weapon, burying teams deep in their end, kicking balls to the end zone.
Coach Rosa with really high praise talking about Menino, but right now it's going to be Jaden Taylor, the quarterback, on 1st and 10. Whitman is going to start from their own 20-yard line, low snap, hands off on first down, nice gain right side. It is Ryan Downs on the carry. Downs, their featured ball carrier, although Henderson has gotten in on the action quite a bit lately.
Yeah, you could see Whitman does a really good job blocking down from the outside, really springing Downs with a lot of room there to the right. They do have 3 different guys that they've used in the backfield Hinton, 41, being a little bit of a bigger, stronger back. Downs being more of that slasher type that we just saw there.
Whitman in the white, maroon numbers, moves left to right, just underway here, opening quarter. First round playoff action. Again, a low snap. Taylor looks around, takes off, short gain before he's piled on.
From a defensive perspective here, this is what Sachem wants. Sachem wants Taylor to have to tuck the ball and run. He's not a runner first. He's a thrower. He's more of a pocket passer. And if he's running, that means downfield Sachem has some good coverage, and that's what we just saw there.
Nate Giselle shed his block, came off of it, and made the stop after a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. This time it's Henderson in the backfield along with Taylor. Handoff Henderson. Good blocking up front out near the first down marker, but we've got a flag down.
Flag on the play.
Got some early laundry here in the game.
As we mentioned at the outset, Mike Stein is our lead official. You see him on your screen. Illegal block below the knees on the defense. So that's going to give Whitman a free first, and it's going to move them out across midfield into Sachem North territory.
We've seen a number of these calls this year. Some of it's attacking the lead block to try to stop him from getting into that second or that third level.
1st and 10 from the Sachem 48. Again, low snap. This time Taylor puts it up, finds Shum. Shum out close to the first down marker before he's stopped by Volpe and others.
Yeah, Whitman going play action here after running the ball a number of times to the opposite side for Taylor, and he finds Shum in the middle of that defense, vacated by linebackers there for a big gain on first down.
Picked up 9 on that play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 as Shum comes to the near side. We've got a quick timeout.
Timeout on the field.
We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Lola's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the return. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. 2nd and 1. Henderson in the backfield. Behind Taylor, another low snap. Taylor makes the best of it and scrambles for that first down.
Yeah, I've been taking a look at the last 5 or 6 snaps here, and progressively we're seeing the snaps get a little bit lower and lower and lower, and that one's just too low for Taylor to handle clean, and tries to do the most he can to go ahead and get that yardage.
We've got a dead ball foul, personal foul on Whitman, so that's going to back them up 15.
So they did gain the first down on the play. They're going to send them back on the penalty, so it'll be first down back here close to about the 48.
Not sure if we can get another look and see if we can find out what happened at the end of that play. In either case, it backs Whitman up into their own territory. Brings up a 1st and 10, but from their own 48-yard line. Taylor has Henderson to his left. Clean snap, looks downfield, fires over the middle. He's got a completion.
Pass complete from Jaden
To
Taylor.
Shum.
To number 11, Carter Shum.
Yeah, and these route combinations here, we're seeing, I mean, there's any one of 3, almost 4 receivers Taylor probably could have thrown to. Sachem just kind of playing with the receivers in front, willing to stay behind. I certainly expect to see that defense just tighten up a little bit more. Otherwise, Taylor's going to get away with these easy 10 to 15-yard completions in front of these defensive backs.
1st and 10 now from the Sachem 42-yard line. 8:20 left in the first. There's a play on the ground that stopped quickly. Santiago with a big hit.
Yeah, and that was Henderson in the backfield, the sophomore who Whitman has incorporated into their backfield here, and you could see Sachem doing an excellent job here. Santiago doing an excellent job shedding blocks and getting into the middle and making a big stop there for a loss. Big tackle for a loss for that Sachem D.
Second and 11 from the 43. Taylor again over the middle to Shum, and again he's got a completion. Brought down by Riley.
From Jaden Taylor to number 11, Carter Shum.
Yeah, Taylor doing an excellent job, just kind of taking what the defense gives him. You can see that they've got a few different things set up here. Ultimately, you want your linebackers just to have their head on a swivel a little bit more, seeing anything that's going to come into that middle zone there or anything that might slant across. But another big completion and another big first down for Whitman heading into the Sachem end of the field.
This is what Coach Rosa talked to us about on the phone, is Taylor getting that ball off quickly, which he's done. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taylor over the middle, overthrows his receiver and nearly picked off. He was looking for Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison again in the middle of the defense here. He is open. He is open. There's a big window here if he sits down right there. And that's really what you'd like Harrison to do, no matter what the route is. If you find yourself in a lot of open space and you could sit down before you're crossing the defender's face, that's what you'd like to do. And just unfortunately, the QB just lets that ball fly a little bit too high. Otherwise, that's another completion there.
Shane Riley, a key player on both ends of the field. His eyes got wide when he saw that overthrow, thinking about a pick. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Handoff to Downs. Downs is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Nice D that time.
Real good defense here by Sachem. Ultimately, though, again, we're seeing a couple of low snaps, and it's messing with the mesh point in the backfield. It's taking the play a little bit longer to develop. The back doesn't get the head of steam he'd like to get as he sees his quarterback reach down. You have to slow up for even a step, and you see an excellent job there. But ultimately, the inside backer, Altus, doing a good job while he was getting blocked. Maybe a little bit of a cut there, ultimately reaching out and getting his hand on the leg of the ball carrier.
You see Altez on your screen there, number 23, just a junior, but getting more and more key plays as this season has gone on. Now Whitman's in the red zone with a 1st and 10 from the 20. Down to 6:15 left in the first. No score, first drive of the game. Low snap, Taylor. They've got him, and they dump him.
And again, this has to be the focus of this Sachem defense. If you can cover downfield, you're in good shape. If you can force Taylor to have to tuck the ball and run, and that's what happens here. As he looks downfield, you could see, looks like there might even have been maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on play, because I'm seeing a lot of receivers downfield on a stalk. So not sure if they were trying to get maybe the back out and maybe dump him the football, but maybe some type of miscommunication there.
Tom Volpe, Mr. Energy, was in that backfield and made the tackle for loss. Here's a quick play to Harrison near the left sideline and down near the goal line, but just short.
Yeah, this is some speed out of Harrison here as they dump the ball to him on the right side, and he comes clear across that defense. And pretty much a touchdown saving play there near the goal line by number 11, Mark Kenny.
But it's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 1. Whitman has taken over 6 minutes on this first drive. Now knocking on the door. It's Downs. Or check it, it's Hinson, who's behind Taylor. Hinson walks into the end zone for the score. Whitman up 6-0. Take a look.
All right, you can see here, this is the play previously. Whitman getting the ball down to the 1-yard line, and then on 1st down and 1, they give the ball to Hinson, who we said is that bigger, tougher back, and he finds his way into the end zone almost completely untouched.
Here's Menino for the PAT. Kick is up, plenty of leg as you suspect, and quickly, Whitman's up 7-0.
Looks like they're going to throw a flag here on contact, perhaps with the kicker.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Michael Menino to kick off with Whitman up 7-0. Riley's back deep, so is Eaton. 5:15 left in the opening quarter of play from here at Fred Fusaro Field in Sachem, in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trez and Nick Martone on hand, along with our T&D Sports video crew. Best crew in the business. First round playoff action.
Looks like they're going to mark off that penalty. I don't know if they made a running into the kicker call there, but ultimately going to make it a little bit easier for Whitman to kick this ball through the end zone. Real impressive drive there, Mike, right, by the visiting team. Basically taking away about half the first quarter and coming up with 7 points to quiet down the home crowd.
Menino doesn't need any extra help with a leg like his, but He's going to put it up short. Let's see if that bounces out of bounds. It does. That you're going to have to explain to me, Nick.
Maybe our eyes got a little bit big there, thinking that, I guess maybe thinking Sachem expected that ball to be kicked through the end zone, and Whitman, I think, gets a little too cute there. I think you kick the ball through the end zone. I think you go play defense. I think that's what you do. Easy for me to second guess from here. And unfortunately now, that ball goes out of bounds, flagging the play, and you're handing over good field position to Sachem, where you don't want to give them that kind of life. You drove down the field, you had a great drive, you executed everything you wanted to, you had 7 points, and I'm trying to put this team as deep in their own end as I possibly can.
And what you've really done is just the opposite. You've given them a 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 5:14 left in the first. Sachem on offense for the first time, trailing 7-0 at home. Vino, quick screen to Riley. Riley splits defenders and picks up about 3 on the catch.
Yeah, pretty good here in like a little bit of the bubble, quick screen game here to the outside. And the spread offense, it's almost like a run play, basically, is the way you kind of view it. You're just getting this ball out into space, and you're just saying, hey, let's let our skill guys go against their skill guys and see what kind of games we can get going.
2nd and 7. Braden Tappan is the receiver to the near sideline. Riley in the slot. Handoff on 2nd. It's Singleton, and Singleton only picks up about a yard.
That's Singleton on the carry.
Yeah, this is some good defense here by Whitman. You could see they do a pretty good job pursuing from the backside, and that's where this play ultimately gets chased down from. Expect as the game goes on here and as Singleton warms up a little bit, he's going to hit that a little bit quicker, not giving this defense a chance to pursue as fast as they did there.
So 3rd down for Sachem North. Vino lets it go right side. He's got a completion, and he's got a 1st down. It's Logan Riley with the catch.
Yeah, real good touch here by Vino. Sachem doing a great job making sure that these routes have the 1st down marker, and you can see they're putting the defense in a little bit of a bind there, really putting 2 receivers into that zone on that side, and Vino picks the right receiver who's open and gets a big 1st down, positive yards here as Sachem is chasing that 1st touchdown.
1st and 10, just from their own territory. Handoff on 1st down for a very short gain to Singleton. Singleton picks up perhaps 2.
Yeah, a little bit of tough sledding there early in the middle of the field. Again, it's first quarter playoff game, even though these two teams are obviously familiar with each other, that they played a few weeks back. Just kind of testing out what they have, what they don't have by formation.
Sachem first visit to the Whitman side of the field. 2nd and 8 from the 49. Vino takes the snap. He's going to take off with it. Vino still going out near the 1st down marker. We've got a little extracurricular at the end of that play, but Vino showing some toughness.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see another flag on this play here, too. Vino drops back. It looks like the way he looked downfield, it might have been a design draw for a quarterback who's typically been a pocket passer, but good wheels, and if they need to put him on the run, looks like he can do a pretty good job doing that.
That's holding on Sachem North. It's going to back them up 10, a call that's not especially popular with the crowd right in front of us.
No, definitely not. If there's one penalty that kills offensive drives on any level of football, it's that holding call.
Now Sachem backed up with a 2nd and 18. Vino, quick pass to Riley. Riley looking for the sideline. Riley gets a few extra yards, and we've got a little bit of a rough play at the end of that play.
Yeah, can't tell because it's on the far sideline. Looked like it might have been close to a horse collar the way that the receiver comes down here, but geez, looks like maybe he only gets the jersey and doesn't get inside of the jersey, but real close and just running one of those screen plays out to the right side with the big guys out in front. Positive gain, getting all that holding penalty back and then some, shortening the third down.
3rd and 8. Vino looks around, lets it go, has a completion to Eaton.
Real good job here by Vino fitting this ball in on this slant route to Eaton from that second receiver spot coming out of that trips. Eaton maintaining good body position, giving his quarterback that opportunity to fit that ball in.
1st and 10, Sachem North. Now from the 32 of Whitman. Singleton trying to make a couple cuts at the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 4 on that carry.
It looks like they went play action there to Singleton and got the ball out there to number 6, Logan Riley. So getting that play action game going a little bit. Looks like Sachem is really just trying to spread this defense out, soften them up a little bit, and I would expect them to definitely come back to that run and hand it off to Singleton, who's had a lot of success.
Gain of about 4. Here's Singleton, but we've got a whistle before that play takes place. Sachem North clapping it up and indicating that Whitman's offsides, and our lead official, Mike Stein, agrees.
Yep, pretty busy here early on with some of the penalties. This is the first one charged to Whitman, and it's a big one, creating a real short second down for the Sachem North offense.
Second and 2. Singleton's in the backfield with Vino. Vino takes it himself, takes a hit, but moves the chain.
Not the kind of hit that you want your quarterback taking, but it is playoff time, and it is a first down, and you can see here it's a pretty big hit delivered by Vino there, and defender on the play who's making his way to the sideline seems to be doing okay.
So you and I talked, Nick, about that previous matchup between these two teams. That was out at Whitman just about 4 weeks ago, a game won by Whitman, 17-7.
Yeah, and like we said early on, it was a big turnover, a lopsided turnover win for Whitman. Early in the game, they picked up a high snap on a couple of bounces and took it into the end zone on defense. And it's a tough way to start a game, but ultimately reaping benefits for Whitman in a 17-7 win.
Singleton tries the middle, gets bottled up, and gets brought down. We're down to 5 seconds left in the quarter. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So our score after 1 quarter of play, Whitman 7, Sachem North knocking on the door, yet to score. We're back with the second and all the action right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Through, keeps it deep. 5-yard line. Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown kick far. John Flynn in by Flynn. Start of the second quarter from here at Fred Fusaro Field at Sachem North in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand with our entire T&D Sports video crew to bring you first round action in Suffolk County Division I. Sachem knocking on the door, trailing 7-0, second and 10 from the 19-yard line. Vino has Singleton to his right. Hands off Singleton. Couple cuts, still going. Picks up 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, the key here for this Sachem offense is going to be that they've got to get into these blocks and they've got to stay on them. They've got to continue to drive here and maintain that body position. They're just letting off a little bit too soon, and it's creating less opportunities here for their back Singleton to get out of there. But a little bit of a better run there as he comes close to gets about 3 yards or so on that one.
They're showing 3rd and 8 on the scoreboard. Looks more like 3rd and 6 or 7 to me. But we'll call it 3rd and 7. Just underway, second quarter. Big play coming up for Sachem North. And we've got a delay of game on Sachem North. Wow, that hurts.
Well, the play is against the flaming arrows.
Mike, I can't remember the last time I saw a delay of game call in high school football. It's been a long time. But these officials right on top of that clock, right on top of the play clock, calling a delay of game. But it's been a long time since I've seen one of those, to be honest with you.
Going to back him up and make it 3rd and 12 now from the 21-yard line. Let's see what Coach Caputo has. Vino, he's picked off. Looking for Riley, and instead it's Harrison with the pickoff. Harrison's brought down by Logan Riley, but Whitman takes over.
Go run! Give me a break!
Yeah, this ball is headed to the middle of the field here. You see the route there, not really sure what redirected Riley, his quarterback, expected that route to end up underneath Harrison there. Instead, he decides to take his path behind, and unfortunately, expecting your receiver to be there, that's where ultimately Vino throws that football, and it's an easy pick there for Harrison.
Well, getting back to your point about the delay call, I mean, we did some games in Nassau, Nick, that it wasn't my imagination. It seemed like there were 2 minutes between every single play, and you get a delay call on what seemed like 15 seconds in between plays.
Yeah, very unusual to see that.
1st and 10, Whitman. Taylor picks it up off the ground, swings it out right side, and incomplete.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Looking for Shum again. Shum's been his featured receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a heck of an athlete, and if you can get him the ball in space, he could certainly do some damage. You see here what we kind of expected out of this Sachem North defense. You could see they're playing much tighter to the line of scrimmage on the outside, and I think they can. I think their athletes match up very well with Whitman's athletes. I don't think that you have to drop too far into coverage and keep letting those completions happen out in front of you, and I think that's what we're starting to see as this Sachem secondary and linebackers start to creep up a little bit more on these receivers and give them less room to operate.
Taylor picked that one up off the carpet and completely threw off the timing of that play. Got another flag before that play gets underway. This time, I think it's going to be Whitman who's called for delay again.
Flag on the plays against Whitman.
I'm speechless there, Mike. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. these spread offenses, they focus on setting up. In most cases, these teams don't huddle up. They're on the football. So they're going to have to pay very close attention to when that ready-to-play whistle happens, line up and get ready to run that play.
He's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 from the 12 for Taylor. Quick pass outside. Gets most of that back on a completion to Lenine.
Yeah, you can see here on the outside, right corner, flips his hips out, expecting maybe a vertical, and that's what you're trying to do on the outside. You're trying to sell that vertical route, and that's what the receiver is doing, and ultimately you're going to pull up for that stop route, make that completion, but creates a long 3rd down here. This is a pretty critical play here for this Sachem North defense to make a stop.
Back in with the play on 3rd and 9, and we've got a timeout. We'll step away and be back with more right after this. This is playoff Friday night football action.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Big play coming up for Whitman on 3rd and 9 from their own 12. Taylor takes the snap, hands off, and they are back in the backfield to meet Henderson, led by number 44, Nate Giselle.
See this Sachem defense bringing more heat than Whitman can account for. And the sophomore taking a big shot in the backfield there. And that's a huge stop, like you said, Mike. That's a critical play. Now forcing the Whitman punter to stand in his own end zone, trying to get this ball out.
Nearly got there to block it, but Menino gets a beautiful pickup. It's taken by Eaton. Eaton out near midfield before he's brought down. Alex Cerna with a special teams tackle.
Yeah, dangerous kicking the ball in any capacity to Eaton, who's returned a couple of kicks for touchdowns this year. I think Sachem has 3 kick returns, not punt returns, for touchdowns. But if you put these guys in space, they can certainly do some damage, but that's a huge stop. Handing the ball over, and it's a solid punt to get that ball past the 50 when your feet are in the end zone.
Eaton, one of the players that propelled Sachem North past Floyd for Floyd's only loss of the year. As you mentioned, Nick, 90-yard kickoff return by him that day.
And you're scoring points on special teams. We'll just call it special.
1st and 10, Sachem North. Quick pass to Riley. Riley's out across midfield, picks up 3 to 4 on the play, and brought down by Lenine.
Short gain here on the outside. Sachem getting into some of the things that they've had success doing all year. Spreading the ball a little bit around here. And at the same time, taking a look at what kind of defense they're seeing when they run some of these combo routes at this defense to see what kind of space they're going to have.
2nd and 7. Here's Singleton. Tries to cut his way, but only picks up about 2.
Yeah, you would imagine here, at this point, from an offensive coordinator's perspective, right, you figure you got 2 more downs to play with here, that you're not as likely to possibly punt now that you've crossed the 50-yard line, but we'll see what the plan here is for this offense. Whitman doing a really good job getting helmets to the football, doing an excellent job stopping the run right now.
3rd and 5 from the 49, and we've got a flag down before that play gets underway.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is Hinson on the outside, who's aligned over the football, not taking a look at where he was set up, well over the football.
So that's going to move him out close to a first down, but they're going to be just a yard shy, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Always tempting in these short yardage situations on this end, 2nd and short, 3rd and short, to take a chance. But I think you're going to focus on getting a first.
Singleton, couple cuts, down the right sideline, has a first down and more, out close to the 30.
Yeah, 2 big things here for this Sachem North offense. One, you want to get this kid going. You want to get Singleton going. You get a big first down, and you can see just a little bit of jump, a little bit of hop in this offense. The first real successful, truly successful run against Whitman.
Sachem North is going to hurry it up a little bit. This time it's Singleton up the middle. Singleton with a nice gain, 6-7 yards on that carry.
Yeah, it's a good formula here. Again, you can see, looks like he's kind of feeling it. Pretty good job there on the left side of that line by number 73, Ryan Friel, turning his defensive lineman out and opening up a huge hole.
2nd and 3, now from the 24. Bunch formation, 2 receivers left side. Singleton tries the middle again. He's out close to a first down, but a yard or 2 shy.
Yeah, not much room there for Singleton in the middle of the field. Whitman doing a pretty good job clogging up those A-gaps, not really giving him room, not really giving him space. We're seeing a little bit more room for him off tackle and to the outside.
Riley and Eaton, the receivers to the sidelines. Singleton is grabbed by the ankles on a beautiful stop that time. Navarro.
Yeah, this is Navarro doing a great job just shooting through, making sure that he gets ankles there on that play. He does an excellent job shedding blocks. Coach speaks really, really highly of him and what he's been able to do. That's 6'4", senior, 6'4", 225.
Sachem's going to go on 4th and 2 from the 22. Singleton tries to pick his way. He's at the 10. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, 22-yard run here by Singleton right through the heart of this defense. You can see it does a really good job just being patient until he sees that crack open up, and then it's off to the races. Going to be real tough to stop him from getting in the end zone, and Sachem here an extra point away from tying this football game.
DeMilt has the kick. That kick is up. It's good, and Sachem is just tied it at 7 apiece. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this. You're watching Friday Night Playoff Football.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! from the 35-yard line. Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn in by Flynn. Sachem has just tied it at 7 apiece on a touchdown carry by Lucas Singleton. You see him on your screen. Nick, 10 carries, 49 yards, and a TD.
Yeah, a lot of those yards came up on the last couple of carries there by Singleton. I think he's got about 7 rushing TDs on the season. Doing an excellent job being the primary ball carrier in this offense.
DeMilt is going to kick it away. It's taken at about the 10-yard line. Harrison, what a return out close to midfield.
That's number 3.
J.D. Harrison, the 5'10", $170 senior.
Yeah, you can see this is the response you want to have if you're Whitman, right? You watch Sachem take the ball down the field, put it in the end zone, and tie the game, and here you have certainly one of your more talented athletes say, you know what, I'll take that ball and I'm going to the sideline, and almost puts the ball right back to midfield for this dangerous Whitman offense.
1st and 10, Whitman from their own 48. Nearing the 5-minute to play mark in the first half. Another low snap. Taylor has a completion and has a first down to Shum.
Yeah, this quick pass game is real impressive by this Whitman offense. They're doing a good job sitting down in open space, making it real easy for their quarterback, Jaden Taylor, to find them for these easy completions.
Imagine what Taylor could do if he didn't have to pick up every snap off the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I would imagine on the sideline they'll work a little bit on, maybe take a few extra at the half.
1st and 10 from the 41. Got a flag at the start of that play, and I think we've got false start on Whitman.
Yeah, it looks like they got going just a little bit early.
It'll be 1st down and 15.
Taylor back in from the sideline with the play. Let's see if they try to go quick here. We're down to 4:15 left before halftime in a fast-moving first half. 1st and 15 from the 46. Taylor, quick pass to the outside, and it's dropped. Looking for David on the play.
Yeah, it's got another open receiver there on the outside. You could see it's just basically about a 5 or a 6 yard stop route. And we'll give credit here to the Whitman receivers, really busting it off the line, getting the Sachem North defenders to think that they're running that vertical, and then they're just running that stop. And the ball's being delivered, a drop there. Whitman was real close to a delay of game call on that last play. They're going to really have to watch themselves with this play coming into the huddle, huddling up, and getting back out.
2nd and 15. Taylor has a completion. Lenine out close to the first down marker. Stopped by Chris Lombardo, whose first game back.
Yeah, Taylor does a really good job here reading the flat defender, number 11, and when he sees him come up to go after Harrison out there in the flat, he delivers the ball and gets a big gain. So a real good job by their lefty quarterback reading that defender and making the right throw.
Spread formation on 3rd and 3. Taylor over the middle has a completion to Shum. Shum a couple moves and out across the 20.
Pass complete from Jaden Taylor to number 11, Carter Shum.
Shum in some of these routes a little bit more of a safety valve route here, but ultimately finding a vacated defense here in the middle with no backers there and an easy pitch and catch there for Whitman in the middle of this defense, working their way now inside the red zone.
Two receivers right side, one to the near sideline for Taylor. Taylor lets it go, and a defender was right there. That pass is incomplete. It was Riley playing defense.
Yeah, pretty good close here on the outside. Throws just a little bit low. Again, Smith being forced here, Taylor being forced here to reach down for these snaps, and it's tough to find the football down there at your feet and your ankles and then get your eyes up and find that receiver and make a throw.
He was looking for Lanine once again. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 17. 2:40 left in the second quarter. Pitch play this time to Henderson. Not much doing on that play.
Yeah, out of this this pistol look here.
Tackled by the Flaming Arrow defense. It'll be third down.
We're seeing here on the outside what Whitman, the Sachem defense wasn't overly happy about, is it looked like there might have been a push in the back or two here on the outside. But nonetheless, a big stop here. And now a long third down for Whitman as they continue to operate in this offense.
Santiago, the linebacker, in on that last stop. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. We're under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Henderson's still in there behind Taylor. And we've got a timeout for Whitman. We'll keep it right here, Nick. And let's take a look at some of the other action happening around Suffolk County Division I this evening. You and I talked about Nassau 1 being D. Well, these coaches here in Suffolk 1 might have something to say about that.
Yeah, tonight we're seeing 2 more games in this division take place. Comac traveling to Longwood, currently playing right now with a 6 o'clock start. Lindenhurst traveling to Ward Melville. That's the 6 versus 3 seed game taking place at 7 o'clock start.
And Lindy, even in the down year, I think can give Ward Melville all they want in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Been very impressed with them throughout the season. Expect that to be definitely a battle. And then tomorrow afternoon, Sachem East, the other high school in the Sachem district, heading to Floyd for a 2 o'clock start on a Saturday afternoon.
You know, you take a look at the bottom of this Division I in Suffolk. You've got Sachem East at 5-3. You've got Lindy, who can give anybody, as I said, even in the down year, they can give anybody in this division a game. And then you've got Whitman, who's a 7 seed, but already beat the 2 seed in Sachem North. Sachem North had their quarterback that day, and Whitman did not.
Yeah, absolutely. Should make for a fun next couple of weeks here as Division I playoffs shape up.
3rd and 9. Pass over the middle, and they've got Harrison stopped short. Somebody came close to batting that ball down, but it found Harrison.
Yeah, this is a late look for a route coming back here in the middle, right? Just kind of that screen game. That's some set of hands there by Harrison in the middle, making that play on a ball thrown a little bit behind him. If it's out in front, he's dangerous on that play. And as Whitman has done a number of times here, they're setting up to try this field goal.
It's going to be Menino. Menino with plenty of leg, puts it through, and puts Whitman up 10-7.
The Flaming Arrows 7.
We'll step away, be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Down to a minute and 11 left before halftime. Whitman's just gone up 10-7. From here at Sachem North, Mike Trezor, Nick Martone on hand to bring you this first-round playoff game. Suffolk County Division I, big schools. Menino with the big leg and puts that one through the end zone.
Pretty wise decision there. As we mentioned previously, Sachem's returned 3 kickoffs for touchdowns. And that one over Eaton's head doesn't give him the opportunity to go ahead and return that football. And you could see that's quite the leg Menino has. That 31-yard field goal looked effortless, and so did that kickoff as it went clear through the end zone.
So let's see what Sachem North can do here. They're down to just a minute and 11. Let's see if Coach Caputo wants to get a drive going, or is he content, Nick, just to go down into the locker room down 10-7.
And coming back with the football in the second half.
Vino. Handoff to Singleton. Singleton ahead of the pack at the 20, the 10. He is in. That drive goes one play, 80 yards. Lucas Singleton has just given Sachem North their first lead of the night.
A little bit over a minute left and putting the football on the ground, not necessarily expecting your back to break it for 80 yards, but I'm sure they'll take it.
DeMilt for the PAT. Kick is up, kick is through. Sachem North leads 14-10. Singleton on that play, Nick, showed really good patience and then showed the afterburners.
Yeah, they're starting to figure some things out up front, and what we've seen on his last couple of drives is he is a patient runner, and he certainly has a gear that not many other players have, and you could see him get free and clear through the middle of that defense without the ability of anybody to chase him down. Real impressed with that run.
Singleton with 11 carries for 129, 2 TDs.
Certainly helps the average from where he was early on with his first 10 carries, adding 80 yards there on a big response by Sachem North.
We have to give our stat man, Joe Nicoletti, a pop. Doing a great job for the second week in a row with us. Not to be confused with Joe Micheletti, who's a hockey analyst, although I think Joe knows his hockey too. Yeah, take a bow, Joe. Good job.
Joe making an appearance.
We're down to 56 seconds left before halftime. Zach DeMilt. You see him on your screen to kick it away. Now let's see what Whitman has in mind as they trail for the first time this evening. It's a low kick by DeMilt, taken by one of the up men. Jack David on the return. More or less of a horizontal return that time.
Yeah, you can see there, looks like Sachem not really interested, if they're not going to kick the ball through the end zone, kicking it to Harrison and making somebody on that second to last line go ahead and pick up that football and run it after they saw Harrison's return on the last kick.
I don't want to jinx ourselves, Nick, but this is not only one of the nicer weather evenings we've had this season, but also probably one of the most competitive games we've had in a while.
Hey, why not? Save it for the first round of the playoffs, right?
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for Whitman. Under a minute to play in the half. Two receivers in the same spot, and that ball is picked off by Riley.
Now taking a look here, a little bit of a longer route here to the outside. You can see that stop. The problem here is what creates this opportunity for the defense is Whitman runs two receivers almost right into the same zone. And what ends up happening is a little bit of confusion. The ball gets tipped, and Shane Riley looks like he gets those arms underneath and gets that pick. And Sachem right back in business on the Whitman side of the 50.
1st and 10, Sachem North. Here's Singleton. This time they bottle him up. Takes a little while, but they bring him down. Got a timeout called by Sachem.
Yep, Sachem very interested here in stopping the clock after that first down play. Certainly interested in seeing if they can find a way to get themselves back in the end zone, or maybe a field goal try with a talented kicker that they have as well in DeMille.
Singleton, as you mentioned, 2 TDs here early on. It took him a while to get going. But as I mentioned on that second touchdown of his, the patience he showed at the beginning of that play, Nick, I thought really was the key to that play.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes, based on blocking schemes, it takes a little bit of time for things to develop. It takes a little bit of time to get your big guys up front going. And Singleton did a really good job, like you said, being patient in those situations. And as most backs will tell you, they want the ball. Give me the ball a number of times so I can feel the contact, I can get myself going, and then athletes like Singleton, they'll find those cracks in defenses if they present themselves, and they'll make you pay.
I don't know how, but somehow or another, Harrison and Shum ended up in the same spot. The ball found neither one of them and instead found Riley for the big turnover. Here's Singleton into the line, and the Whitman D does a nice job to close on. Matt Gervasio on the stop. Got another timeout by Sachem. We're gonna step away, and we'll be back with the final 30 seconds of this quarter.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Wick. Singleton into the line.
That was Lucas Singleton on the carry.
We're down under 20 seconds left in the half. First down, Sachem North. Let's see if Vino puts it up. He does. He's got a receiver, and they're down inside the 10. Andrew Eaton.
Sachem go and hurry up here as that clock will get started again once the ball is set.
Vino gets down there and spikes it. Zach Wilson on line one.
Looks like there was just a little bit of miscommunication there as far as when the ball was set, and they gave him the ready-to-play whistle. And Vino went ahead and spiked it, stopping the clock now with 8 seconds left. It'll be second down. Second and goal.
Second and goal from the 8. 8 seconds left. Singleton looking for the end zone. We got a flag down on the play as he stopped short. Good D by Lenine.
Singleton on the carry. Flag on the play.
And Sachem putting the ball on the ground here again. Trying to see here if this looks like.
Flag is against the Flaming Arrows.
I don't know if they're saying Riley was blocking too early.
Sachem has one more timeout, and they're going to go ahead and use it here. Looks like maybe it was a hold on the outside where that run went.
We'll step away real quick.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
We are down to 3 seconds left, so Sachem, after taking that penalty, is going to back up for a second and goal from their own 19-yard line, and they're going to go for a field goal with DeMilt. DeMilt is going to kick this ball from the 25, so this is going to be a 35-yard attempt. Zach DeMilt, the senior, he's got Vino holding for him. DeMilt puts it up, and that's off to the left. Field goal attempt no good. That's going to do it for the first half. So our score after one half of play, Sachem North 14, Walt Whitman 10. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this. You're watching the Friday Night Lights playoff edition of the Orlin and Cohen Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heaves it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown!
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
The Sachem Arouettes with their halftime routine. Let's take a look.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Fred Fusaro Field here at Sachem North in Lake Ronkonkoma is the site of our first-round playoff game. Mike Trezonhan along with Nick Martone. Sachem North on top of Walt Whitman. We set this up as a pretty evenly matched game, Nick, and so far throughout the first half, it's delivered as that.
Yeah, sitting here at a 14-10 lead for Sachem at half on their home field. The scoring started off with Whitman, with Henson from that 1-yard run after a really impressive drive early on, eating up about half that first quarter. So Whitman up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then a flurry of activity in the second quarter where Singleton answers with a touchdown, a 22-yard rushing touchdown for him. Whitman responds with a field goal, putting themselves back in the lead 10-7. That was Menino with a 31-yard kick. And then Sachem towards the end of that first half, 80-yard run by Singleton, putting Sachem back up there 14-10 going into halftime.
Let's take a look at some of the statistical leaders of that first half, Nick. Singleton, a little bit eye-popping stats. Everybody else, a little bit more on the pedestrian side.
Yeah, Singleton at 14 rushes for 141 yards and 2 TDs. Excellent first half for him numbers-wise. Quarterbacks, Vino's 7 for 8. Doing a pretty good job distributing the football for 73 yards, but a big pick deep almost on the goal line or on the goal line, almost in the end zone, stopping that drive. Taylor on the opposite side for Whitman, 9 for 14 for 92 yards, and also an interception that was picked off there late off of a tip. But we're seeing Whitman do a pretty good job getting the ball into multiple receivers and running backs' hands, really distributing it, trying to find different pieces that are going to work for the offense.
And we mentioned it once or twice in the first half, Nick. We really didn't spend a lot of time on it, but Taylor has been getting those really, really low snaps. Do you think the offensive line coach or OC is working with the center and Taylor at halftime, seeing if maybe we can clean that up just a little bit?
Yeah, I sure would. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out a little bit early after this halftime break and get over there and take a bunch of snaps to try to clean that up a little bit, because I really do believe it's delaying the play for Whitman, having to look down and find that football and then pick your eyes up. And Taylor has been very impressive finding the open receivers. He really has. But if you can catch that football and your eyes are already up, it makes your job and your life a lot easier as a quarterback.
And to your point, speaking with Coach Rosa during the week, you and I spent a lot of time on the phone with him, and he said this offense relies on Taylor getting the ball out quick, and he's having to delay those couple extra seconds because of those low snaps, putting him in a little bit of a bind.
Yeah, 100%. As a quarterback, you want the ball in your hands as quick as you can get it, and getting those eyes downfield to read the keys that you need, whether it's reading coverages or reading defenders and whatnot. And he's not having those opportunities as quick as he would like to, so it's something that they would definitely like to see improve.
We're going to be back with the second half and all the action right after this. This is Friday Night Lights football playoff action on T&D Sports Video. Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kings Park! John Cliff in by Cliff. Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. all sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Through. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. all sports, all levels, all the time.
Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Welcome back, everyone, to Fred Fusaro Field here at Sachem North High School in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand for our Orlin and Cohen Friday Night Lights Game of the Week Playoff Edition. It is Sachem North up over Whitman 14-10 as we get ready to start the second half. You take a look at the Sachem North cheerleaders on your screen, getting the crowd here pumped up, making sure they have enough energy to drag that team across the finish line.
Yeah, absolutely. Always takes a full support system out for these games, especially as you try to make that deep playoff run here.
As you mentioned, Whitman got the ball to start the first half, so Sachem North is going to start on offense. Mike Menino, you take a look at him as he tees it up. Riley and Eaton are back deep to return.
We've been pretty fortunate over the last number of weeks to see some really talented kickers out here in Suffolk County. Guys that don't really struggle to put the ball through the end zone and put the ball through the uprights.
Menino, a soccer player, but also obviously showing his skills on the football gridiron. Puts it up deep. Eaton backs up into the end zone where he's going to have to leave it be.
Yeah, came close. He was certainly hoping that that ball might stay out and he'd have a chance to return it. Nonetheless, it's another touchback, and they'll start things on the 20-yard line.
If you are Coach Caputo, do you just let Singleton carry the mail, Nick, or are you going to bring in a couple of other kids in the backfield to shake it up a little bit?
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of guys get into the end zone in this offense. I would expect that Whitman's going to be given a healthy dose of Singleton here.
1st and 10 from the 20. Singleton tries to cut, and they cut him down before he can. Navarro once again in on the stop.
Yeah, makes a ton of tackles in this defense. Certainly the anchor type, and it doesn't really seem to matter if the ball comes right at him or it goes away from him. It does a really excellent job. He's got a solid motor getting to the football.
Navarro, one of a few wrestlers on Coach Rose's defense. 2nd and 5. Nice throw by Vino, and he connects with Eaton for a first down.
Yeah, a lot of patience here by Vino, waiting for that route to develop, and you could see that Sachem's definitely paying extra special attention to Navarro, doubling him on the right side of that offense, and really Vino only with one receiver there available to throw the ball to, and it works itself out for a big game.
Singleton was almost through that line and got pushed back by Harrison.
Sachem with a pretty big push here. You could just see they're doing a good job as far as their level here, getting their helmets underneath that Whitman defense and really driving them off the football.
2nd and 3 from the 47. Just underway here, second half. Sachem North with the ball and the 14-10 lead. Singleton, he's through the line, headed for the right sideline. Down to the 30, tries to cut it back in, and they corral him and dump him out of bounds at about the 23.
Yeah, this is I think what we're going to expect to see here out of this Sachem North offense, and you can see up front again doing a real good job staying on those blocks. An excellent job there even on the outside by Shane Riley, stuck on that stop block on the corner.
1st and 10. Singleton breaks a tackle, spinorama inside the 10.
That's Lucas Singleton. Going to be 1st down and goal.
It's the recipe here that's working for this offense. You can see on the outside there, number 11, Carter Shum, coming upfield just a little bit too far. Singleton running that ball up underneath.
1st and goal. Another carry by Singleton. He comes off the field now, being replaced by Jaden Berrios, the backup running back, I should say. On 2nd and goal from the 5. Berrios is grabbed quickly and thrown back by 3 guys. Shum, one of the first to greet him, along with Navarro.
I'd be interested to see how long Singleton needs to take a break here, and it looks like it's one play. He'll find his way right back into the huddle here. Not a lot of movement there up front. Whitman doing an excellent job coming across the line of scrimmage, penetrating into that backfield and stopping that run before it gets going.
3rd and goal from the 5. Singleton in an I formation behind Vino. Singleton bounces it out, bounces it in. Touchdown, 3rd of the game for Lucas Singleton.
See here, even though Singleton might have been running low on gas here, he bounces this back here to the outside and just outruns the defenders and finds his way into the end zone. And it looks like at this point, Singleton has eclipsed 200 yards on the ground here.
Extra point is good. Sachem North leads 21-10. We'll step away and be back with more right after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen game of the week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Sachem North now up 21-10, 8.5 left in the 3rd. From here at Sachem North, Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on our Orlin and Cohen Friday Night Lights game of the week. DeMilt puts it on the ground. Nice short tackle down the field on specials by Christian Hagelstein. Let's take a look at this touchdown.
Yeah, we can see we get a really good job here on the outside by number 44, Nate Cassell, who does an excellent job turning the defender and giving Singleton enough space there to go ahead and get the edge and find his way into the end zone.
So Whitman seems like they haven't had the ball for a long time. Let's see what they can get done here, Nick. They trail by 11, 8.5 left in the third.
Yeah, I expect Whitman to go right back to what was being, what was working and what was successful here. Expect him to throw the ball a decent amount, showing us a little bit of a different set with two backs there in the backfield.
Harrison in motion, low snap, and they just have to jump on it. Been a problem all evening.
Yeah, that's where it all stops. And
this exclusive broadcast is being brought to you by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine, over 15 locations in Suffolk and Nassau. If you have a sports injury, they have a specialist for that.
Crystal! Over there.
2nd and 14. Loss of 4 on that play. Harrison's the receiver to the near sideline. 2 in the backfield with Taylor. Again, he picks it up off the ground. He completes out wide this time to Jack David. And David, I think, ran backwards a little bit, and Volpe stopped him.
yeah, decides to spin off here after the catch and head back towards the sideline, but in the process also heading back towards the line of scrimmage. So giving up those yards at that point and creating a really, really short gain there for that passing play for the Whitman offense.
Seven minutes left in the third. There you see our score. Sachem North up 21-10. 3rd and long coming up for Whitman. Harrison to the near side. 2 in the backfield with Taylor. Taylor drifts back, lets it go long, and it's picked off by Riley. Riley down to the 30, to the 20, and puts that out of bounds at about the 25. The flag comes in late. It looked like the receiver and defender ran into one another, and Riley was there for his second pick of the game.
Yeah, you can see here, right, a little bit of a further drop, and right at the top of the drop, this is when Taylor is getting hit. Let's go with that ball. Let's go of it high. Looks like incidental contact down the field. And then ultimately the back judge throwing a very, very late flag.
Extended discussion amongst Mike Stein and his crew. Let's get the call.
You can see here, just as Taylor gets to the top of that drop back, you can see the incidental contact there between Harrison and Mark Kenny, creating the opportunity for the interception.
That'll be your first down and 10, pointing arrows from the 20.
So it looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Got to wonder if it had something to do with the conversation that might have been happening towards the back end with that back judge who seemed to throw the flag, and maybe on number 3, not really sure.
Interception does count. So it's Sachem ball. They hand off to Berrios. Berrios is swarmed. Ali, the first man to meet him.
Yeah, it looks like they've got Berrios in the backfield here, probably giving Singleton a little bit of a breather, as he's certainly been the workhorse here for a good portion of the game, well into the second half now, and a strong, solid stop there. Whitman has to answer here on defense and put a stop to any opportunity for Sachem to score points.
Actually, Vasquez hit him first, and Ali with the knockout punch. Here's Berrios. Berrios short gain and then stopped by Navarro.
You can see here in this pistol set look, Berrios working to the outside. Whitman doing an excellent job getting the offense's hands off, shedding blocks, and making another key stop there, creating a long third down for Sachem.
3rd and 9 from the 19. Vino, play action, delivers it right side. Complete to Riley.
Looks like we might have a difference of opinion here on what the call is. Look like on the outside, the official has it as a catch. And looks like coming from the back judge, he's saying the ball hit the turf, and it is no catch.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 9. Let's see what they do. I'll suspect that DeMilt is going to come on and try a long field goal. Vino is still out there, so they're going to go for it on 4th and 9 from the 19-yard line. Vino looks around, takes off, headed for the sideline. Tackled by 2 guys, but I think he's just short of a first down. No, they're saying he got it.
Pretty good job here. Looks like it's a design pass play. Looks like it's just kind of a little bit of an ad-lib here on Vino's part to go ahead and a real heady decision there to ultimately take off and run with the football, knowing where that first down was.
1st and goal from the 10. Singleton dances around a little bit and picks up 3.
Lucas Singleton on the carry.
What running does here, right, for the Sachem offense is it certainly gets the ball into the hands of Singleton, who's obviously been the big playmaker in this offense tonight, and it continues to wind this clock down, which is becoming less and less friendly to Whitman, chasing 11 points here late stages of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and goal from the 7. Singleton's back in there. He's behind Vino. Singleton into the end zone. 4th touchdown of the night. Singleton well over 200 yards and 4 TDs.
You could see Sachem motioning Shane Riley over, getting a little bit of movement out of that defense, and you can see that Singleton just too big and too strong for people to try to wrap him up around his feet. Continues to push all the way through and find his way into the end zone.
DeMilt for the PAT. It's up. It's good. Sachem's up. 28-10. We'll step away and be back with more after this on the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. 28-10, Sachem North on top of Walt Whitman. First round playoff action. brought to you by the good folks at Orlin Cohen, with over 15 locations throughout Suffolk and Nassau. Got to remind you, Nick, not that you would ever be injured, but if you do, they have a specialist for no matter what's bothering you.
Tremendous.
We thank them for their sponsorship.
Absolutely.
Zach DeMilt to kick off. Sends a low line drive. It's scooped up at the 25. Good coverage by Sachem North. Jaden Berrios, one of the guys in there on stop.
Yeah, you could see here again a conscious effort, not kicking the ball deep, willing to kind of squib the ball in there and see anybody return it other than number 3, Joseph Harrison, knowing how dangerous he is in space.
So Whitman needs a drive, and they need to get back in this game in a hurry. This has started to get a little bit one-sided. With the TD right here, though, they'll be right back in it. Have to be patient, but yet urgent at the same time. Nice snap that time. Henderson trying to find the outside, and Riley rides him down.
And you can see here that Henderson with that carry working his way towards the outside. You could see why Whitman thinks so highly of the sophomore. He's got good speed. We see this play coming back now on a holding call against Whitman. See Henderson following that pulling tackle. Dominic Chiusano, number 77, another sophomore in this Whitman lineup.
So that puts Whitman in the bind. 1st and 13 now from the 33. Two receivers right side of this formation. Good snap. Over the middle. In and out of the hands of David.
Not real sure here who the intended receiver was. Not sure if, looks like maybe it was an overthrow to Harrison. David not looking like he was expecting that ball to be on him, but had a legitimate shot to come down with it, but it falls incomplete.
Taylor looked terrific early in this game, but their offense has sputtered the last couple drives. 2nd and 13 from the 33. Taylor over the middle. Harrison complete. Out to the 50.
Yeah, just as mentioned before, how successful early on Whitman was in this style of offense. You can see them getting back to it here. Taylor doing a good job reading these routes here, finding Harrison in the middle of the field and delivering the ball right on time, in step, for a huge first.
1st and 10, we've got an offsides. One of the players on Sachem's D jumped early, 51, Charlie David Chiari.
Yeah, it looked like just trying to get a little bit of an edge and jump things here early. Certainly want to make sure, right, all these defensive coordinators work on all week long, all season long, preaching about watching the football, watching the football, watching the football, as you're up here by 18 points, not trying to hand the offense 5 yards, but that's what happened. Whitman looking to certainly take advantage of that.
1st and 5 from the 44. Taylor surveys, lets it go deep, and just out past the outstretched arms, looking for Lenine on that throw.
Yeah, Pretty good job here up front with plenty of time here for Taylor to deliver this football. He's got time for this route to develop, this post route, and he has a step. The ball just misses the near connection, which would have been a touchdown certainly for Whitman in that situation, but just a near miss.
Coach Rosa looking for a bunch on that play. 2nd and 5 from the 44 of Sachem. Throw right side to the sideline. Might be just enough for a first down. Lenine with the catch.
Looks like they're going to hold him up short, maybe even think about measuring. That's how close this is. See there on the outside. Just like to get maybe that one more step or half more step there, trying to just get beyond the marker to try to get the first down. So it looks like it's going to come down to a measurement here.
Looked like where Lenine caught it, he was just at the stick, so maybe an inch or two past them. And they're spotting him a few inches short. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and short for Whitman. Let's see what Coach Rosa and his offensive coordinator Mike Buck, former NFL player, come up with.
3rd down and short.
David is the receiver to the near side. Harrison in motion. Here's the handoff to Hinson. Hinson bowls his way past the line and picks up that first down.
Yeah, this has been the formula here for a while for the season on these short yardage situations, to put Hinson in the backfield, and he's pretty good at getting these tough 1-2 yards here. But a big gain, no doubter on that first down as he checks back out.
Hinson, not a big kid, but a bigger kid than the other two running backs that they have. 5'8", 180. 1st and 10, Whitman. From the 36, Taylor. Wow, that pass went awry, and Riley was looking for pick number 3 on the day.
2nd down.
Yeah, great close here by Riley. They're starting to do a pretty good job here and have been for a good portion of the second half of reading these routes and trying to create less space for these receivers on Whitman to operate for those big gains that they've been getting.
2nd and 10 now from the 36. Handoff Henderson. Henderson fighting for yardage, and he gets thrown down. Play getting a little rough inside.
Yeah, Whitman testing the middle of this defense here. And Sachem doing a pretty good job of clogging up the middle there and making sure that there's no room.
Sierra Altez shut that down. 3rd and 9 from the 36. We've got an offside penalty or false start, I should say, on Whitman. You saw number 33 on the outside, David. He's had a tough day.
Yeah, a little bit of an early start there, sending this Whitman offense 5 yards back. Looks like they're going to jump on the ball here pretty quick. Maybe going with the same play. Looks like same alignment here.
Down to 30 seconds left in the quarter. High snap this time. Passes complete for a moment and then knocked out of the hands. Good defense by Chris Lombardo. Flag comes in late.
Yeah, based on where this flag comes from, I got to wonder if this is going to possibly be a defensive interference call. You see the backer do a pretty good job of closing and reading the route. His back to the football, sometimes a telling sign, and what ends up creating that flag opportunity. Not sure if there was contact before or not.
Taylor was looking for Lenine, as he's done throughout the evening. And you see Chris Lombardo just coming back from injury, Nick.
Real close there. Real close, real borderline either way. I could see that going either way. But ultimately, a big call against this Sachem defense, creating a huge first down inside the 30 now for Whitman late here in the third.
1st and 10 from the 26. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Henderson. They grab him by the shirt and they fling him down. Nasir Altez and Volpe double him up.
Sachem getting off the ball here real quick. They're in this backfield well before this play has a chance to get going.
That's the end of the third. Our score 28-10 on our Orlin Cohen playoff game of the week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Through. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn in by Flynn. Start of the fourth quarter from here at Sachem North, Fred Fusaro Field, Mike Trezor, Nick Martone, and our entire D&D Sports video crew on our Orlin Cohen Friday Night Lights playoff game of the week. Sachem North all over Walt Whitman, 28-10, but Whitman on the drive. You take a look at Taylor on your screen. He's got Henderson behind him. Taylor lets it go, and it's picked off. This time it's Volpe, Tom Volpe with the interception. Volpe is fired up.
This is a huge turnover here by Sachem. See, as Taylor's trying to deliver this ball, he's got Santiago and Altus in his face. Can't really step into this ball. Looks like there's contact as he's releasing it, and that ball releases high with every opportunity for number 9, Thomas Volpe, to make a huge pick, stopping that drive for Whitman.
Volpe sitting down under the tent, trying to get a look at it on the screen. He said, show me that play again. 1st and 10. Sachem North from their own 23. We've got a flag and a whistle before that play starts.
Yeah, as you mentioned, underneath the tent over there with defensive coordinator Dave Pittman, who's done an excellent job prepping his team tonight against this Whitman offense, learning from every possible opportunity here, every play.
And this is the problem with the smaller, quicker running backs, Nick, is you keep them into block on a play like that, they get run over, and all of a sudden that ball gets deflected and you're getting picked off.
Yeah, 100%. Not really enough protection there for Taylor to be able to get that ball out the way that he has been at times been able to as the game's been going on. So a tough one there.
Give Henderson some credit. He tried to throw a block, but they just bull rushed him and just ran him right over. 2nd and 10 from the 23, Sachem. Here's Singleton. Singleton looking to pad those stats. He's still going, and he's across the 40. He gave Lyons a ride. We've got a flag coming in late.
Yeah, this is just a real hard, tough run here. See, on the outside there, number 48, Christopher Lombardo, does a fantastic job pushing his man back out, opening the opportunity for Singleton to run underneath. I'm thinking, based on that play, it looks like Singleton's head turned back around, almost like it might have been or might be a face mask call here.
I think it's pretty sure that it is going to go on Whitman. Not gotten a call yet. Face mask is the call. As our ref almost gives our other official a face mask on that call.
It's like Whitman also had a player down there. Looks like he's doing better, and he's been able to get off to the sideline there. Looks like number 65, Danny Vasquez.
Vasquez was brought up from the JV late in the season. First and 10, Sachem. Singleton. Going for TD number 5. He's stopped inside the 10.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton.
Singleton has completely taken over this game.
Yeah, you can see her again out of this pistol look. They motion Andrew Eaton over to the other side and continue to feed Singleton here as he's...
Singleton swarmed over this time, and we've got a flag coming in on that play. Shum in there on the stop.
Gang tackle by the Whitman defense.
Holding on Sachem.
Flag on the play is against the Flaming Arrows.
Michael Howard, Jack McCarty, Angelo Portillo. Let's give some of those big guys up front for Sachem a pop, Nick. They've done a good job all evening.
Yeah, absolutely. As Singleton is creeping his way closer and closer to 300 yards tonight, and at this point sitting at 4 touchdowns, I'm sure he'd be the first one to tell us how important those big guys up front are and how much room they clear for him and have been all season.
Let's not leave out Anthony DeMena, the biggest of those big guys. Wow. Singleton feeling upset and letting it go on the field. Let's step away.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Singleton has put in a work day today, and it finally caught up to him here in the fourth, Nick.
Yeah, not real sure here, but sometimes even in this kind of cold weather, with the amount of work that he's put in tonight, could be a little bit dehydrated to see him putting some water in now on the sideline.
This time it's Berrios. Berrios skips along the right sideline and gains 4 or 5 on that carry. So Sachem North picks up right where they left off.
Yeah, again here we can see off to the right side. A little bit of a double team there on the outside. And again, getting tremendous blocks at a number 44, Nate Cassell. He's going to be a hero, I think, come game film viewing either tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday when the team gets together and takes a look at this game. He's done an excellent job.
Here's Berrios. Tries the left side this time. Down near the goal line, he's pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Berrios wants into that end zone. He wants his name in this stat sheet.
See here, patient run to the outside. Once he sees he's got the corner, does a good job putting the ball into his left arm, which is what you always want to see the back do, keeping it away from the defenders.
Berrios driving for the goal line, and they push him back. Good work up front that time by the Whitman D, led by Navarro.
Yeah, this is certainly obviously a must-stop here for Whitman. Now coming up on 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line.
Berrios lined up to the left of Vino. Berrios into the end zone. Sachem North on the board again. Jaden Berrios, the senior, his name is in the scorebook.
Yeah, great opportunity here for Berrios to get a bunch of carries. Working to the left side in the previous couple of plays. You can see he works back right, finds his way just off tackle to the right side and into the end zone.
DeMille puts it up, puts it through. Sachem North up 35-10. We'll step away on the Orlin and Cohen Friday Night Lights Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Take a look at Zach DeMilt on your screen, ready to kick it away with his Sachem North Arrows comfortably in front now at 35-10, 8:50 left in this game. Puts it on the ground. It's scooped up at the 25. It's Downs. Downs gets it out to the 35, and that's where Whitman will get it cranked up again.
Yeah, certainly we expect here with 8:44 left to go in the game and chasing 25 points here. Whitman's going to have to get things rolling here fairly quick and find their way down the field.
Speaking with Coach Rosa during the week, he sounded pretty confident in his guys coming into this game. First and 10 from the 35. Taylor still in there. Rough exchange with the running back, and Taylor has to scoop it up and try to forward that ball himself.
Yeah, I think this game got to what we were talking about when we first came on tonight, Mike, that, you know, it was going to come down to the execution of both sides, and I think Sachem's just done a better job executing their plan on offense and certainly on defense, and winning the turnover battle is obviously huge, because not only have they won that battle, they've also turned those turnovers into points, which is big on any level of football.
Gain of just a yard for Taylor on that last play, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. He's got Henderson behind him. Picks it up off the ground, hands to Henderson. Henderson is swung down. Actually check it, it's Downs. He's swung down by Altez. And now we've got extracurricular, very, very much extracurricular activity after that play. Wow, wait, I looked down for a second, and it seemed like this field was on fire.
Yeah, not something you want to see here at this point of the game. Both coaching staffs, though, doing an excellent job getting onto the field, separating their players, making sure nothing further came of that extracurricular there, and making sure everybody was back to the sideline and not allowing things to get out of hand.
We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Play getting a little bit chippy late in this game. This game has gotten a little one-sided. Sachem North now up by 25, but after that last play, things got a little physical and a little out of hand. That's going to be a penalty on Whitman.
Yeah, this is going to push Whitman all the way back to the 20-yard line, creating a very, very long 3rd down here.
Easy for kids to get caught up in the emotion of the moment, Nick, and sort of lose their heads for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. A tough spot here.
Taylor still out there trying to make it happen. He throws it near side Lenine. Lenine is wrapped up quickly. Altez there once again. He's played a strong game.
Yeah, definitely has. Consistently finds a way to get to the ball carrier or to the receiver. Making a tremendous amount of tackles. Very impressed with his motor and how he plays the game.
Menino's going to kick it away. Ball bounces at about the 44, rolls to the 45. And that's where Sachem North is going to go back on offense. 6:46 left in this game.
It'll be first down and 10. Throw the arrows from the 45.
Sachem North, the only team this year, Nick, to beat William Floyd. Floyd comes in as the #1 seed with a 7-1 mark, and that lone loss was to Sachem North, as I mentioned. That game was a 22-21 final, and it was Eaton that night with a 90-yard kickoff return that swung the tide in that game.
Yeah, a big win for this Sachem squad, and certainly as you know look forward and think about what the matchups are going to be, after this weekend plays out and you start to take a look at who your opponent might be, you got to feel good about, potentially you're going to play teams that you've had success against.
1st and 10 from the 45. Berrios now carrying the load for Sachem North. Don't think we'll see Singleton again tonight. I would say he's done his work for the night.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to be real happy with the effort that Singleton put in. And even though early on it was a little bit of tough sledding for him, it didn't take too long for him to go ahead and find his legs and find his way into the end zone a number of times.
2nd and 7 from the 42. Berrios. Berrios gets buried. Hard hit just as he passed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, real impressive with how Whitman is playing here all the way to the end. Again, tough spot, down by 25 points here, but, still working hard, still getting off blocks, still playing with a tremendous amount of pride, which certainly has to please the Whitman staff.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Now from the 42-yard line, the clock ticks down toward the 5-minute left mark in this game. Got a timeout. We'll step away on the Orlin and Cohen game of the week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Okay.
Second and 7, Sachem North from the 42-yard line, down to 5:13 left. Sachem now trying to eat a little bit of clock. This time it's Altez who's in there running back. He breaks one tackle. Altez at the 20, tries to cut it in back inside and is wrestled out of bounds.
Yeah, haven't seen Altez get carries here in this football game tonight. And Coach Caputo decides to put him in the backfield and hand him off the ball, and does an excellent job really getting up to that gear and finding that next level and doing an excellent job getting that ball deep now into the Whitman end inside the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 15. Altez again. This time he tries the middle. He breaks one tackle and picks up about 4 on that carry.
That's the 0 Altez on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Berrios not really a big kid. Coach probably didn't want him to take more of a pounding. Altez a little bit of a bigger player. 2nd and 6 now from the 12. Altez jump cut, and Shum is right there to bring him down along with Navarro.
Navarro's played real well tonight. You could see Sachem has focused a lot of their attention on him, sending at times at least 2 blockers to that side to do what they can to stop him from making as many defensive plays. But looks like we have a Sachem player down here that they're tending to, so we're seeing a stoppage.
We'll step away and be back with the final 3:35 right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
What a tough break, Nick, for Chris Lombardo after being out for most of the season, just coming back off of injury, and now he's shaken up and looks like he may need a little assistance to get off the field.
Yeah, it looks like he's alert here. They're putting some water in. Looks like he's able to walk under his own power to the sideline.
Fired up as he gets near the sideline as well. We're down to 3:48 left in the game. Sachem with the ball and the 35-10 lead. Vino's still in there, directing the offense really well tonight. Altez in for the touchdown. Nasir Altez. Absolute battering by that line up front in front of him on this play.
Yeah, you could see here just from the second he gets this ball, or the 10th of the second he gets this ball, he wasn't going to be denied that touchdown in that end zone. And real hard runner there. Don't know how much of the offensive game plan he might be in the coming weeks here, but something interesting to think about for Sachem, certainly.
DeMille puts it through for the PAT, and it's 42-10. So let's talk, Nick, about what might happen next week. Now we know that that the teams that remain after this week will be reseeded.
Yeah, in the qualifying round, they'll reseed after the winners are determined. At the end of tonight, you'll have 3 winners in Division I, and then one more game to take place tomorrow afternoon.
Wow, Ward Melville up 14-10 over Lindy with 8 minutes left in that game. So Lindy, as I thought they would do, even in a down year for them, Nick, is hanging around on that game and making a game of it. Ward Melville, boy, they looked like world beaters that night that we started to do that game here about 5 weeks ago. That was the night that the really, really rough weather came in and just washed that game out midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, it's always fun to see, when Long Island went to these new playoff parameters where they put 8 teams for a long time, it was only the top 4. And there was concern because it was tough to kind of make it past that first round as a low seed. And now what we're seeing is close games and 2-7 games, 1-8 games, 3-6 games. Just makes this whole environment that much more exciting and that much more fun to watch. And so we're seeing that play out as far as we know, at least in Division I.
We thank the good folks in the booth here at Sachem North for getting us that info so quickly.
Hit by Sachem goes out of bounds. It'll be first down and 10 with him from the 20.
So we're hoping to get another playoff game next week. Not sure if it'll be a Friday night game or if it'll be a Saturday game, but either way, we'll be looking forward to it if we are able to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot of talented football this year, a lot of talented players in Suffolk. In Nassau, we've covered a lot of these games and been really impressed with all the hard work that goes into this. We really appreciate all the coaches that have had the conversations with us week leading up to the game as well as pre-game. And it's truly been an absolute joy and a lot of fun to be in this environment.
With a 33-6 victory over Patchogue Medford to close out their season.
First down for Whitman. Here's a handoff, Henderson. Henderson showed good speed but got knocked down and almost lost the ball at the end of that play.
It'll be first down and 10 Whitman from the 30.
It looks like 21 Templeton, Jonas Templeton, back there with his first carry of the night. Looked like the ball did get loose, but after he made contact with the ground, but real good speed there.
Templeton again changes direction and is out close to a first down.
You can see that Dylan Colmer has also checked in at the quarterback position for Whitman, who had a couple of key starts for Whitman when Jaden Taylor was not available to play. So you see him now leading the offense.
Classy move by Coach Rosa. Second and 1.
How about a cheer from our cheerleaders?
Again, it's Templeton. This time he picks up the first down, but we approach 2 minutes left in the game. I wonder if we'll get a final on that Ward-Melville-Lindy game before we wrap up here. We're under 2 minutes.
Yeah, real interested to hear that update.
1st and 10, Whitman. So again, nice move by Coach Rosa to get some of the backup sometime. This time it is Hinson, though, who tries to pound his way across the line. Gain of 3 on that carry.
Yeah, we've talked about this for the last number of weeks, and real important to certainly show as many guys as you have on the roster and as much as you can, how much you appreciate all the work that they've put in, starting all the way back in August, taking you through all 8 weeks of the regular season, and then not to mention also seeing what you have coming back roster-wise for next year out of your juniors and your sophomores potentially.
And especially in the playoff game, which is at a completely different level, you want to give those kids some time to do that. Hinson gets grabbed, slowed down, and thrown down.
Tackled by number 28, Chet Chicks-Farah.
Always really awesome to see how excited your teammates get to see you have these opportunities if maybe you don't get as much playing time. And here's your chance, and like you said, on a stage like this, where the opportunities don't always present themselves in the playoffs. So, again, real classy move by both coaches to make sure that, these guys are certainly having this experience. Real cool to see.
As we wind it down, under 30 seconds, the band launches into the final countdown. 15 seconds left. Handoff, Templeton. Down to 5. 2, 1. That's the end of the game. Our final score here this afternoon, 42-10. Sachem North all over Walt Whitman. As you see the teams meet at midfield, Sachem North is out there for the handshake. Walt Whitman not out there just yet. I'm sure they will be. You want to show some good sportsmanship, you're going to have to play these teams. We're going to be back to wrap this one in just 1 minute on the Orlin and Cohen Friday Night Lights Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kings Park! John Cliff in by Cliff. Final score, Sachem North 42-10 over Walt Whitman. They move on. They advance, number 2 seed in this division. We set this one up, Nick, as a close game, and for a half, it was a close game. And Sachem North in the second half just dominated and absolutely crushed Whitman in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely impressed with some of the halftime adjustments and changes that they made. And for the most part, they lived on the ground handing the ball off, and they did an excellent job. Singleton rushing for 280 yards on 25 carries.
Your average day at the office.
Absolutely. And again, like we said, I'm sure, a tremendous amount of credit will be given to the offensive line, which did a tremendous job. Vino did a great job managing this offense. They didn't throw a tremendous amount. They only threw about 10 times, but completing 80% is certainly what you would like to see. And Vino has put himself in the Sachem record books, I believe, as far as one of, if not the leading passer, which is certainly impressive. And defensively, we saw Sachem really start to shut things down, really starting in that second quarter, taking them well through the second half, really holding Whitman to limited opportunities.
Let me give those guys on the offensive line for Sachem North a pop one more time. Michael Howard at center, McCarty, Friel, DeMena, and Portillo. They were a key for Sachem North's offense in this game, freeing up Singleton time and again.
Yeah, absolutely. The offense is always going to run through those guys, so it's important, and the teams that are successful in running the football typically will always tell you how tight that group is, and how much time they spend on and off the field together, knowing where each other is going to be, knowing who's got what responsibilities, and being able to get after it time and time again every week as they come out. Real impressed with that group tonight, and certainly impressed with Singleton as well.
So Sachem North moves on to his second-round matchup. We'll see with whom their matchup is going to be. But in the meantime, that's going to do it from here at Sachem North, where once again our final score, Sachem North 42, Whitman 10. Our producer-engineer is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie, the genius, Burkhart. Our camera operators, Dave, Camera One Stempel, Christian, Kangaroo. Our stat man, Joe Nicoletti. For everyone here at T&D Sports, including my partner, the Nickelback, Nick Martone, this is Mike Trezor thanking you for watching. We will see you next week with some more playoff action on the Orlin and Cohen T&D Sports Video Game of the Week.